This is the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour.
Supported by Albertsons
and
Omni Hotels and Resorts.
Brought to you by
Miller Lite, the only beer of the Cowboys. It's Miller time. Albertsons and Tom Thumb, the official supermarket and pharmacy of the Dallas Cowboys. Choose VA. Veterans get the benefits you've earned. Visit choose.va.gov. And by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Now, your hosts, Shannon Gross and Brad Sham.
And welcome, everybody, to the Cowboys Hour. It's Victory Monday.
Let's go! That's a lot more fun with a live audience.
Studio
Yeah,
audience.
it is.
We are still, hopefully for the last time this year, we're still on virtual lockdown. We're in a virtual situation for everyone's safety until everybody clears all the COVID protocols, and that's why we are not in our accustomed place on the South Concourse of the Ford Center at the Star. Hopefully, we'll be back there next week.
Hope so, because I'm ready for some brisket and some Miller Lights.
Oh, man. No kidding. No kidding. There are very few perks. But those have been perks. But one of the other perks is getting to put our guests in front of real live Cowboy fans. And so hopefully we'll be able to do that again next Monday. And I really wish we could do that tonight because this guy's one of my favorites. Because he just comes to work. He just comes to work. And he doesn't seek the spotlight. He just does his job, and he keeps on doing it. And he's maybe having the best year of his career. And so, Anthony Brown, thank you for your time tonight.
AB!
We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Can we still have Victory Monday even if the game was on Thursday?
Oh, for sure.
For sure. Okay.
You got to keep the same mentality.
Okay, very good. Very good. So it's hard for me to stay neutral. Neutral's the word, right, AB? That's what you guys strive for, to stay on an even keel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, neutral is there. Equanimity is a thing that I kind of look for. Mm-hmm. And when I see the way that, and I am going to editorialize now, when I see the way Anthony was treated on Thanksgiving Day, and then I watched the Washington-Las Vegas game yesterday.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
I am outraged on behalf of Anthony Brown. I don't understand it, but it does, AB, lead me to this question very seriously. How do you know how to play defensive back in the NFL anymore with the way the rules are called so inconsistently?
I mean, with that game yesterday, to me, it shows that as a DB, you have to keep playing aggressive. You have to keep playing to your strength and, just play how you play and don't let the refs change the way you play because one time you might get called, next time you might not. So you can't leave it in their hands. Just play your game, and then whatever else happens, you just got to live with it.
So we mentioned this. We were talking about it before we went on the air, but I did want to say it again publicly. I thought that one of the most impressive things on Thursday in New Orleans was that it was very clear from the very beginning that you were not going to play any differently than you had played all year, than you did on Thanksgiving and you had done all the dozen weeks before that. Now, that, to me, takes some real mental toughness. How do you keep from having a game like you did on Thanksgiving not influence the way you play in the next game?
As a DB, you got to have that short memory, and you got to, regardless, even if I didn't have that game, you still got to come with the same intensity every week anyway. So, just bring the energy, bring the aggression, and just make plays, man. When you're making plays, you're having fun, and everybody want to have fun. So I felt like the Thanksgiving game was just, like a wake-up call for me, just to hone in on your technique even more and just go harder.
But your technique is pretty solid, isn't it? I mean, I said you might be having the best year of your career, and this is 6 years. Would you? Statistics, interceptions are really the only statistics they have to measure you guys, and I don't think that's really the most fair way to measure how a cornerback is playing. You know from watching your tape, listening to your coaches, how you are handling your business every week. Do you feel like this might be one of the best years of your career?
Oh, most definitely. Just week in and week out, just making plays on the ball, touching the ball, being in position, and, just being a difference maker for the defense. I definitely feel like this is my most complete year to date.
AB, you and Jordan Lewis are the old guys on the team now. You've been around for a while. A few years ago, you were the young guys. Now you're the old dudes on the team. What is it like now to be a wily veteran, and what's it like to play with these young guys? And do you feel old? Because, you look great. I know you think you're the fastest guy on the team. Are you still the fastest guy on the team? Tell me what's going on with the defense right now.
So if I'm not the fastest, then who would be the fastest on the team?
That's a great question. Okay, settled. You're still
I feel good though. I feel good. I still feel young. I don't feel old at all. You know how they do in the NFL. They try to put the years on you real quick. But me and Jordan, man, we embraced it being the leaders of the secondary. And then we added J-Ron back there too. He came in my year, so he's a 6-year guy too. Mm-hmm. And we embraced that and kept the young guys whenever they need questions, whenever they need advice, or any motivation moving forward. And I love it.
How, from the outside looking in, it seems like this is from a culture standpoint, or from the way the guys fit together, both offensively and defensively. It seems like it's changed a lot from when you first came onto the team, was it 2016 till now? Is it changed internally? Does it feel different, or is it a different chemistry, or is that just kind of the way we perceive it from the outside?
No, I would definitely say it's different. It's a much younger team now. The environment just feels different. The energy feels different. You could be yourself and just play ball, and it's just a different feeling. And everybody want to win, and we know we got the talent to do it. We just want to go out there and have fun every week and put these wins together.
There's something Shannon just touched on that has fascinated me from about week 3 or 4, when it became obvious that you guys were going to maybe be a little different than people thought. And that is, you mentioned J.K., J-Ron Curse, and I think that when the year started, there were eight of you in your defensive room who were veterans who had come from other teams. 2 or 3 of them in the line. Now, Brent Urban's hurt, and he's out for the rest of the year, but I think the rest of them are still, safeties, and Keanu Neal, and so there were several of you. I think I counted 8. And the way that you kind of came together as quickly as you did was one of the most surprising things that I've seen. What do you attribute that to?
I will attribute that to going through OTAs with each other, going through training camp, preseason, and spending time with each other off the field, and getting to know each other and understand what kind of person are you off the field, not just on the field, and understand the strengths and weaknesses on the field. Then we communicate, learn the playbook together. That's what I would say. And
that's happening differently. If I went back and talked to every defensive coach for the last 10 years, forget the last 6, they would all say that that's the objective and that's what every team's trying to do. And you're saying that all of those things have been different this year?
Yeah, because, it's a lot of times where coaches will say, you guys should hang out, you guys should do more things together. But we don't do it. But this year, we're actually doing it, and we're actually enjoying it. We're not just doing it because we think we need to do this. We want to do these things, and we want to hang out with each other and be around each other. So that's the difference.
What are some of the things that you guys are doing off the field, or you did, preseason off the field? What are some things you guys hang out and do together?
Just have get-togethers. I had a get-together at my house for the DBs one week. DT Darian Thompson had a get together at his house one week, and we still had the dinners on Thursday nights, and sometimes we'll go up and watch film together before meetings start, and just small things, but it becomes big.
Okay, so let's big picture this a little bit. You had a 6-game winning streak, and you've been around here long enough to know how fans are in Cowboy land. So you had a 6-game winning streak.
They're tough. They're tough sometimes, Brad.
They are. I've noticed that, Shannon. I've noticed that. So you had a 6-game winning streak. Everybody loved you. The national media was all about you, and you're going to the Super Bowl. And then you lost 3 games because everybody knew that you were going to be 16-1. So then you lost 3 games out of 5, and now your 4-game lead is down to 2. And now the season really starts because you've got all these division games in front of you. So what do you want to say to people to tell them to just take a chill pill, and why what they saw before was not a mirage, and they should just be, in the words of Aaron Rodgers, they should just relax?
I would say, it's a long season. You don't want to be peaking too early. You don't want to be, hitting your stride too early. I feel like December, January is that perfect time to be meshing together. We got a lot of injured guys coming back. We starting to get that chemistry back, and this is the perfect time to hit that stride and go. This is when you want to be playing your best ball. So everything that happened up to now doesn't even matter no more. It's about what's going on now. So that's what I would say.
And Washington being hot with a 4-game win streak, and you going into Washington, what kind of an atmosphere are you expecting Sunday?
No, I know it's going to be crazy, man. I know it's going to be rowdy. Their fans just as loud as our fans. They love their team. They're going to go crazy. 4-game winning streak. They think they got a chance for the division. So we got to bring our A game. We got to come with it.
Lots to talk about how some of these people coming back that AB is talking about are going to influence things, and the whole mental approach. I think this is just fascinating that this is the way the league set it up. The league, nobody's supposed to be, like 14-3.
Drama every year at the end of the year.
This is what the league wants. It's why all the division games get played at the end of the year. It's not just the Cowboys. Washington's got to play Dallas twice and Philadelphia twice. This is how they set it up. This is exactly how the league has orchestrated it. But we know how we feel about it from the outside. It'll be great to have Anthony tell us what it feels like from the players' perspective, and we'll go forward. And Anthony, I will tell you that there is a segment of the program that we may get to right after this break that's Shannon's specialty, and it's going to take as deep a dive as he could find into who you really are, who Anthony Brown really is.
Watch out.
So we're going to put you on notice for that. Anthony Brown, the Cowboys' outstanding veteran corner, is our guest on the Cowboys Hour this evening.
And Brad, when it comes time to shop for tailgate favorites, make sure you go to Albertsons and Tom Thumb. Get 10% off your groceries every Dallas Cowboys game day. Anthony, pay attention to this. You get 10% off your groceries when you wear your Cowboys jersey in there to shop. Albertsons and Tom Thumb, the official supermarket and pharmacy of the Dallas Cowboys.
And the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour is also brought to you by Lucchese, the official boot maker of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. It's Victory Monday. We'll be right back on the Cowboys Hour with Anthony Brown.
to the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, supported by Albertsons and Omni Hotels and Resorts.
Welcome back. It's the Cowboys Hour. Again, virtual this evening as the Cowboys try to come out of team-wide COVID protocols, but just in an abundance of caution, Shannon Gross and I are in a studio at the Star and ensconced in his palatial home. We won't tell you where because he doesn't need all the paparazzi. There's Cowboys cornerback Anthony Brown. We thank all of you who are joining us on the Cowboys Radio Network and streaming on DallasCowboys.com. And the Cowboys will be in Washington Sunday, and so just before the break, I delivered this soliloquy that I didn't know I was going to deliver, but I've been thinking about it all day. The fact that the season really starts now. Everybody was all excited, and with good reason for, in September and October. But here we are, and the division races are there. By the way, the Cowboys' record is equal to the record of the best teams in the AFC, so everybody just relax. And so here's the division race, AB. It's all laid out in front of you. You've got Washington twice and Philly and the Giants, and everybody's got all the division teams. Do you feel like the season is, in a way, just really starting now?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. December ball. I mean, Coach McCartney preached it every week to us. After Thanksgiving, everything from now is crucial. Everything now really matters, and we want to be at our best now, and we want to be hitting that stride, trying to go into the playoffs.
And so what will it mean to you guys in the secondary as well as the defense as a whole to you've gotten DeMarcus Lawrence back. Hopefully you'll be able to re-add Randy Gregory and Neville Gallimore to that this week. What will that mean to the defense?
That'll mean a lot, man. We'll have a lot of bullets that's ready to fire, man. We got a lot of firepower that's ready to come back, and we got a lot of firepower that's already out there. So we just looking to get all our guys back and just play defense the way we know how to play and give the offense the best opportunity to win.
And I got one more thing. Obviously, the guy on the other side of the field from you has had a pretty good second year in the league, got a lot of attention. Trayvon's got all these interceptions. How has the year he's had impacted you?
A lot, man. Just watching him make plays, it make you want to make plays too, and you happy for him too because you see the work that he put in, the work that y'all put in together. So to see things really show up on game day and we get the benefits of it, it's amazing, man. I'm proud of him, and I want to keep going, and that pushed me to even be great on my side also.
Okay, so this is one of my favorite parts of the program. It has become that very quickly. Shannon Gross has put his stamp on it, and it is so good now that it is officially sponsored by Miller Lite. It's the Miller Lite Shannon Gross dive into our guest's Wikipedia page.
Yes, Anthony, fortunately for you, we get to dive into your past, and this is the Miller Lite moment of the show. And normally I would be taking a sip of Miller Lite every time something was wrong on your Wikipedia page, but I'll just take a sip of my old water here whenever that happens. So I go in every week, and whoever our special guest is, I check out their Wikipedia page, I print it out, I bring it live to the air, and I read it for you, our guest of honor, and then you tell me whether it's true or false. And then I say something like, hey, I'll go in and correct whatever's wrong, but I never do it. I just say that I'll do it. So I'll run through this with you, and you tell me if this is true or it needs to be updated.
By the way, have you ever looked at your Wikipedia page?
Yeah, I looked at it.
Have you looked at it recently?
I have.
Uh-oh. So you Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, it's right.
All right, so you know what it says. All right, so here we go. It says you were born Anthony Shaquille Brown on December 15th, 1993. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, we're off to a good start. So
wait, December 15th?
Yeah, birthday coming up.
You got a birthday coming up, young fella.
Next week.
Next
Wednesday.
There you go.
Right.
Next Wednesday. Happy early birthday, Anthony. It says you're an American football cornerback for the Dallas Cowboys of the National Football League, and you played college football at Purdue.
Yeah.
That correct? Oh, you got the old Purdue shirt on. All right.
Okay.
It also says
Gotta represent.
while you were attending Purdue, you were a bar back for Harry's Chocolate Shop there at Purdue University, and you hold the record at Harry's Chocolate Shop for most martini glasses stacked on the bar ever. Is that true?
That's false.
Okay. All right. That one's false. All right.
You snuck the ringer in on us early this week.
I had to
Good
keep
for
him,
you.
had to keep him on his toes.
You shaking things up. I like it. Okay.
It says you attended Hillsborough High School in your hometown of Tampa, Florida, where you played football, and you were a 2-year starter and received second-team All Hillsborough County honors. True?
Kind of, yeah, true. For the most part, yeah.
Oh, which part's not true?
The 2-year starter, I was on 3-year starter there.
Okay.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay, that's we owe you one Miller Lite.
There we go.
Shannon.
Chug, chug. It says in your last year, you were a two-way player, posting 25 tackles, 2 interceptions, 3 passes defense, 911 rushing yards, 14 rushing touchdowns, 18 receptions for 239 yards and 1 touchdown. And this is the best part of the whole thing. It says you also practice track. I don't know what practicing track means, so fill me in on what that means.
Well, I ran track. For my junior year and senior year. I was 100, 200, and 4x1 runner. And I was really an offensive player until I got to Purdue, so that's why I got all the offensive stats, really.
Really? So did you change?
But that's true.
Did you change over? When did you change over at Purdue? Right when you first got there, or did the coaches look at you and say, "Hey, we want to"?
Yeah, they basically they recruited me as an athlete, but when I got there, they put me at DB immediately, and I stuck with it.
You like playing offense or defense better?
I love the ball in my hand, but I mean, I'm a DB. So I got to get picks, I guess.
Well, I mean, you're a DB now, but what do you think would have happened if they had made you a receiver at Purdue?
Who knows? I don't know. I mean, I think everything worked out great.
That's a great answer. This guy's been media trained.
No,
Brad.
it's just life experience. Did you have what was your quarterback like at Purdue when you were there? Yeah, okay. That's why we're happy we're a DB. Okay, good. Okay. No names needed. No names.
Might not have got drafted if he was on offense. All right, it says Brown accepted a scholarship from Purdue University. You became a starter as a sophomore, and as a senior, you made 60 tackles, 4 interceptions, and 6 passes defensed. Excuse me. Is that true?
That's true.
Okay. It says the Dallas Cowboys selected you in the 6th round with the 189th overall pick in the 2016 NFL draft, and you were the 27th cornerback drafted in 2016. Is that true?
That's true.
All right. And then the last bit of information here. You're from Tampa, right? Born and raised?
Mm-hmm.
It says while you were in high school, you worked at Busch Gardens as a snake charmer for 4 years up until your senior year of high school.
That's false.
Okay. All right. Well, I made that one up, and I made the Charlie's Chocolate Factory or whatever that one was out. But thanks for playing along. That was our Miller Lite moment of the show, AB.
We love it. Anthony Brown.
Thanks for having some fun with us.
By the way, we're in what week are we in? 14? Week 14, is that right?
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Yep.
You are the first guest for whom Shannon has felt the need to go to the length of inventing 2 facts.
Two for you, AB.
Everybody else just got 1. But as a sign of respect, you got 2.
That's right. Well, you gotta when someone tells you that they've checked their Wikipedia page.
Yeah,
you gotta try to get tricky on them. He wasn't thrown off at all.
By the way, an extra Miller Lite for you for creative writing.
Thank you, Brad.
Very nicely done. You and I have had this conversation before, AB, but I will not forget in your first couple of seasons watching you kind of attach yourself as a student to Orlando Scandrick, who, like you, was a low draft choice, a very productive player, and who made no bones about having gotten through his career by having a chip on his shoulder and being overlooked by so many people. And then you told me one day that you kind of picked that up from him. And so do you have that actual, did you put that chip on your shoulder now that I think about it? Did you have that, or was that Orlando who had that tattooed on the shoulder?
No, that was me.
And so you've got an actual, like a potato chip looking thing?
Mm-hmm.
Which shoulder?
Right shoulder.
And was that to remind?
I got the chip, and I got my I got the chip, and I have my draft number under it. It's just something that I wanted, something that I put a little twist to it, just to remind me where I came from.
Just to remind you who of all the people who said they didn't think you could.
All right, and it still do to this day. So it never changed.
And what kind of motivation have you gotten from that through the years?
That's what drives me and pushes me. Just keep going and just prove all the doubters and the haters wrong. That I belong just like everybody else in this league.
I was swallowing some water there actually, and wondering whether that chip on your shoulder was like barbecue or Cool Ranch or what kind of. But it kind of.
I'll say it was it's a cheddar ruffle chip.
Okay, very good, very good. All right, we're going to take another break, and we're going to come back and talk a little bit about this game coming up and this NFC East race and what's going on with this football team. So delighted to have Anthony Brown as our guest on Victory Monday on the Cowboys Hour tonight.
And at Omni Frisco Hotel, kick off your stay at the official hotel of the Dallas Cowboys with style. Cool off in the elevated pool. It'd be really cool if you went up there today. Savor upscale comfort food at neighborhood services and enjoy all the dining and entertainment options the Star has to offer. Visit omnihotels.com/Frisco to learn more and turn the next home game into a weekend getaway.
And the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour is also brought to you in part by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, the official pizza of the Dallas Cowboys, and we'll be right back with Anthony Brown after this.
Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, supported by Albertsons and Omni Hotels and Resorts.
Welcome back. It's Victory Monday, and we are here, Brad Sham and Shannon Gross, and our very special guest, Cowboys cornerback Anthony Brown, having an outstanding year. And we are virtual again tonight as the team tries to come out of COVID protocols. Hopefully we'll be back in our regular spot next Monday on the South Concourse of the Star, of the Ford Center at the Star. Delighted to have Anthony Brown with us. We were talking during the break, the three of us, about the weather in the area of the New England Buffalo game tonight. Shannon's got some more pointed stuff about that in a minute. But what and Anthony, you said you were already, you'd seen the weather and you were looking forward to watching the game, right?
Yes.
And that gets me to this question. Are you a football fan? I'm totally shocked all the time to find out how many football players are not really football fans. They don't like watching the game. Do you like watching football?
Well, I'm a diehard football fan. But I'm a diehard NFL fan. I'm not a big college fan.
Were you like that growing up?
Yeah, always.
And did you have were you a Bucks fan, or did you follow more players than teams?
I was a Bucks fan.
How about that?
Speaking of college football and pro football, did you get recruited by any? How did you wind up at Purdue? What was your your progression from high school into college? What was that like?
It was a little different. I didn't have all the big offers coming out. I didn't have too many. I had a lot of MAC schools at first, and then like Purdue, Miami, and a couple schools, USF. They came late, but I had committed after my junior season, before my senior year. So that might be another reason why too. And I stuck with it. And I didn't take my 5 visits. I took 1 visit, went to Purdue, committed on my visit, and I just stuck with it. I felt like it was the right place to be, get away, get out of Florida, and see something different.
So were all those schools recruiting you as an offensive guy or defensive guy?
I believe everybody it would have been defense.
Yeah.
Because I actually went to a camp for West Virginia, and they had me playing DB also, so I think it would have been defense.
So wait, let me make sure I got this right. You went on 1 visit after your junior year, and that was to West Lafayette, Indiana, and the Tampa kid took 1 visit and decided, yep, this is it. This is my little slice of heaven right here.
And then Miami comes in late, and you're like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to go. I'm going to Purdue. AB, I don't know. That may be a questionable decision.
I mean, that's what happened. When my mom went up there, she loved the school. That's what really mattered. She loved it. She had a good feeling about it. Mm-hmm. And they made me feel welcome. They made me feel at home. So I went with it. I'm glad I did.
Yeah, hey, can't knock that. All right, with the weather, you were going to talk about the weather.
I was, as we were looking at, we've got the NFL Network up over here on the screen next to you, AB, in studio, and it's snowing like madness up in the New England area, which just got me to thinking, as a guy that travels with the team and I'm on the sideline during the game, if I'm going up to New England or the Northeast or Philly or DC or New York, like I want to experience it. But I'm not out there throwing my body out in front of guys. I'm not running and grabbing with my fingers, and but I want it to snow. I want to feel the elements. Are you a hey, give me 80 degrees every week and let me play, or you a hey, I want to play in football weather. I like the cold, I like the rain, I like the mud. What's your ideal atmosphere to play in?
No, I love all the elements of the game. I want the mud, the rain, the snow, the wind. I want all that too. I love that. I'm a diehard football fan. I love all that about the game.
Did you play in any weird, environmental winds or rains, or we talked about it in the break, you haven't really done it in the pros. Did you play in any of that stuff in college?
Not really. I mean, I had a couple snow flurries, but it wasn't like heavy snow or anything where they had to shovel the field after every time out, or nothing like that.
Did y'all play in bowl games when you were at Purdue?
I went to one my freshman year, and that was it.
Which bowl
We
game?
we played here. We played at. We was here at the Heart of Dallas Bowl against Oklahoma State.
Was that in the Cotton Bowl Stadium?
Yep.
How about that?
That's a pretty cool environment.
Yeah. Did you have? And
It
you
was
had,
nice. Yeah, it was nice.
and had no notion, of course, that you'd wind up moving here, and so that little guy's a native Texan, isn't he? That we hear back there.
Exactly. Yeah, he was born right here.
How many kids you got there, AB?
I got two boys. I got a 5-year-old, Anthony Brown Jr. Then this right here, this Major, he's 2 years. He's 2, and then I have one on the way, another boy.
Congratulations!
So I have 3 boys.
Congratulations! I think Major is the right name for him. He's already sounds like he's already given some orders. We love that.
Right.
So let's talk a little bit about you've had this break, this extra. Sometimes it's after Thanksgiving. Sometimes last few years you've played the Thursday after Thanksgiving, and now you get the little bye. What does this do to rejuvenate you? I mean, it's been good for Major. I can tell that.
All right, Major. One second.
Bring him in there.
I would say he gone. He's leaving.
Oh, we wanted to see him.
I would say it was definitely good. He ran off now. But the break was good because I got to watch football on Sunday like a regular person and see the games, and I got to watch the Washington game as a fan just to see how they look on TV, and it was good. Let your body rest, and we get on a regular schedule again because we was on this Thursday schedule for the last 2 weeks, so it felt good to get back on the regular week schedule and get in our regular routine again. And we had a couple extra days off, so you can't beat that.
Yeah, see, it's really interesting to me because the second Thursday game, and we're all familiar with this now, the second Thursday game, you're actually on your 7-day schedule. I was trying to tell some friends of mine, Tuesday is Friday, and I sent them a text and I said, Happy Friday, and it was a different day, and they didn't understand it at all. But so since you were on the 7-day schedule going into New Orleans, what does this just 2 days, 3 days? What does this 3 days do for you physically and mentally?
It does a lot because those 2 extra. Usually after a Sunday game, your body really don't come back to that Wednesday. So having those 2 extra days, now your body will already be back by the time we get into Tuesday tomorrow. But we're off tomorrow, so it's like it's like a mini bye week, as we always say. And take advantage of it. You want to get off your feet, try to get healthy as much as possible, and get back to work. You don't want to sit around for too long also, though.
So crazy things, we're talking about this in the break too, crazy things seem to always happen on the road in Washington. You just played in New Orleans, which is, to me, it was a very, Brad, I don't know what it was like up in the booth, but it was a very subdued crowd. Usually New Orleans is extremely loud, nonstop the whole game. It didn't seem as crazy as it normally been.
Could you tell about how many Cowboy fans were there? There were a lot. Could you guys hear that and feel that down on the field?
Yeah, they start chanting Cowboys, going "Go Cowboys!" Sound like a home game almost.
Yeah, there were a lot. What is your favorite stadium to play in, whether it's just the trip or the stadium or the fans? Like, what's your favorite? Obviously AT&T Stadium is home, and it's our fans are great and they get super loud, but when you go on the road, what are your favorite cities to travel to?
So road games, the top 3 stadiums that I played in that I like, I love the Cardinals Stadium, I love Pittsburgh, and I would say Lambeau.
Cardinals surprised me. With you being a football guy, I get Pittsburgh, I get Lambeau, but what is it about Arizona Stadium that
I had to put one dome? I had to put one dome team in there, and I like their grass.
Okay.
That's what I really love the most about it, the grass that they play on.
Okay, I'll give you that.
So of the 3, you've got all 3 division road games coming up in the next month. Which of the fan groups is nastiest?
I probably have to go Philly.
How are they different?
I feel like they ruthless. You know, they just like Cowboys fans. They say whatever out their mouth. You know, coming out the tunnel, they talking crazy. You know, they might throw something at you if they really mad. You never know. Like, if I had to choose one, I'll choose Philly.
That's a good point, Brad. You don't know if you're gonna get verbally abused there. Nobody's off limits. Your mom, your grandma, your kids, and then sometimes you might get physically abused in that stadium. So I would totally agree with that.
They are a little crazier. I will say that this will be interesting to me Sunday because it's been a while since both teams felt like they were pretty good going into the game, and there was a lot at stake. And there's nothing like Cowboy hate in Washington. Philly's just flat crazy. Those people are just crazy. But there's a Cowboy hate in Washington is really special. And we're going to take one more break, and we're going to see if Major maybe will join us on camera for the people on DallasCowboys.com.
Right.
Oh, that's AB Jr.?
Hey, AB Jr.
What's up? What's up there, young man? Hi. Oh, look at that. Look at that. What a great smile, just like his daddy. All right, we'll take one more break and be back with our guest this week, Anthony Brown on the Cowboys.
And Anthony, if you want to use what the pros like yourself use, Jack Black is the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys. Visit getjackblack.com today.
And we'll be right back on the Cowboys Hour.
Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, supported by Albertsons and Omni Hotels and Resorts.
Welcome back to the Cowboys Hour. Brad Sham, Shannon Gross, our special guest, Cowboys cornerback Anthony Brown. Delighted to have Anthony with us this evening. In many ways, you can say the NFL season starts now. Certainly does for the Cowboys. 2-game lead, 5 games to play. 4 of them are in the division. and everything will be decided going forward. So, Anthony, Coach McCarthy has said several times that this year, with the 17th game, nobody kind of knows exactly how that's going to feel. He's divided the season up into segments, and the second one just ended. It was that stretch of games that you had to navigate, and you've been through it before, the 3 games in 12 days, and now we're getting ready to get into this final segment, December, division games. Does it feel different?
Nah, I mean, right now, yeah, it does. But I mean, I've been through it before, so I'm used to the feeling now.
So speaking of feelings, fans right now are kind of they're wondering what this team is, right? Like, you guys hit a little rough spot, but I feel like that's every NFL team at some point during the season. You hit a 3, 4, 5, 6 game stretch where you're not going to win every single one of them, right? You're going to hit a little bit of a rough patch. And I think fans right now are kind of wondering, you guys started out of the gate and you were just killing folks. Like, you were dominating, and then you struggled a little bit the last few games. Now you're getting healthy. Does it feel any different this last 4 or 5 game stretch for you guys? The fans are, wondering, oh my goodness, is this a good team? Is this a bad team? Or do you guys just know, like, hey, this is football. This is what's going to happen every year at some point, whether it's beginning, middle, end of season, we're going to have this. And you guys, is it just business as usual on your end?
Yeah, it's always business as usual. You don't want to put too much emphasis on one game or a couple games. We control our own destiny, and we're still in a good position. So we just want to, like I said earlier, just start clicking at the right time and head into the playoffs on a high note.
How many of you do you think know exactly what the standings are right now?
How many players on the team?
Yeah, I mean, do you know what the standings are in the division and the conference?
I know oh yeah, for sure. I do, because I'm a football fanatic, so I'm looking at it anyway.
And do you think most guys, I'm actually especially thinking about the young guys, because we were talking before about the way the new veterans on the team have joined and melded and formed such a cohesive unit. And that's hard. And then you have the rookies, and all of these rookies are playing important roles, whether it's Parsons or Odigizua, Golston, and Bohanna, and now Joseph is working in. And I am wondering what, as a veteran, you might say to some of these young guys about what to expect about December football in a playoff race and going on the road in the division.
Mainly, I'll tell them, now is the most important time to, eat healthy, try to be healthy as possible, hone in on the film, and just be prepared, because now it's not about the style points anymore. It's about wins now. It ain't about putting up all the points. It's just about getting that first down or getting off the field on third down and giving your offense as many possessions as possible and limiting them. And that's what I'm trying to put in the young guys now for this December, January football.
When was it about style points?
And, early in the year, that's how guys make the Pro Bowl and everything. You want to put up the numbers. You want to have fun and do all those things. But now it's not about having fun. It could be a 10-3 game, and everybody would be just cool with that. But if it was early in the year, people would be like, oh, we're not scoring enough points. It changes as the year goes on.
So speaking of style and style points, who is the most – give me 3 guys, the 3 most stylish guys on the team. And then I have a follow-up question.
On game day or off the field?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Both.
Yeah, both.
Game day, on the field, game day style. I'm gonna just say who I like. I like TP. I like Tony. I like Tony style. Mm-hmm. I like Trey style, and I like Zeke style. I get those 3 on the field.
Now you're talking about what they wear to the game,
and,
right?
No, I'm talking about the uniform.
Oh, the way they wear the uniform. Oh, okay. Well, what's different about what those guys do?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could just be your socks, your wristbands, or you got the visor, your cleat game. All that matters. The color coordinate.
Okay. All right. Now, how about on game day, off the field, but as opposed to every other day of the week? What guys are wearing the game?
I would say, I like J-Ron. I like his style. I like Dak's style. I like Zeke's style, and I like Malik Turner.
Okay, I like. Who surprises me for a big guy? Tyron's got pretty good style, and then Ty and Seki's he's got really good. He's got some nice suits, man. For a big guy, he puts it together pretty nice on game day. I was impressed by the way his fits on game day.
Yeah, we got a few dudes out here now. They could put them clothes on now and look good.
All right, now who have you seen wearing something to the game that you've said to yourself, "Oh, hell no.
Go home. Change."
Oh, hell no. You wouldn't catch me going to the funeral parlor in that.
Nah, I haven't seen nobody that bad. I feel like if they don't have nothing, they'll just put the travel suit on just to play it safe.
But did you see J.K. Did you see J-Ron Curse come to the game in them shorts?
What game was that? I don't remember.
I don't remember. I don't remember, but I just saw a picture of him getting either off the plane or coming into the locker room wearing the sport coat. I mean, he's very stylish. We had him on earlier in the year, and he was great. Loved J.K. But the shorts was a little different.
A little much for you, Brad?
I didn't catch that outfit.
All right, what was your follow-up question?
My follow-up was just going to be, and you might not want to answer this, but if you want to have a little fun with some of your teammates, who has maybe not the oh my God, go home and put different clothes on, but who has the worst style on the team that thinks they actually have style?
I'm gonna say CJ Goodwin.
Oh no, CJ! Why?
I'm just playing with him. I'm just playing. That's my boy.
He was on the show last week.
I'm just playing with him.
He was on the show last week.
Nah, he good. CJ, he good. He dressed nice and clean. I like CJ. I was just playing with him.
All right, which position group?
I don't have nobody.
Which position group dresses like they just really don't care what they look like, and why do you think it's offensive linemen?
I think it's some offensive linemen who could really dress though.
I know. I was kidding too.
Our offensive linemen nice and clean. Our offensive line nice and clean. Tyron, Zach, and all of they dress clean. So I like the way our O-line dress.
I will tell you this: Connor McGovern is allergic to sleeves. When he gets on the charter, he never
want to show his guns.
He never has sleeves on, so he's.
Did you hear what he said?
I did. He wants to show those guns off, but he is definitely allergic to sleeves because they just fall off every time he boards the plane. So,
all right, we got about a minute and a half left. We're talking about the importance of these games, and this next one feels super important, and it's one of 5 left. So how do you keep that neutral mentality, regardless of what the outcome is on Sunday?
I mean, we look at this game like any other game this year. It's an NFC division game. It's big with playoff implications on it. So we got to be on our P's and Q's, and we want to make sure we do everything we can do to win this game. We don't want to beat ourselves or anything. We want to, if they beat us head up square. But we want to make sure we're ready.
All right, will Major watch the game with you tonight?
Probably not. He'll probably be in and out, jumping up and down, jumping on me.
Hey, we enjoyed getting to hear him and see Anthony Jr., and we really appreciate you spending part of your Monday evening with us. Anthony Brown, thank you very, very much.
Thank you, AB.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
All right, there's Anthony Brown on Victory Monday, and Shannon and I will be back next week on the Cowboys Hour.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!